followers, you know, the same way. Caz, Theodore, some of the greatest. Mel, everybody, man. And I mean, I got to thank Caz himself, because if it wasn't for Tools of War and Caz holding it down and still holding it down, we all played a part, man. My thing is, let's get the position right. But everybody jumps the gun, and like I said, they treated me like I was number 200. I'm number 2.
Right.
There's 1 and I'm 2. I just now stepping into my place. I got no problem with nobody. Some people get it wrong. I'm talking the 70s. Y'all wasn't even born then.
Yep.
So you can't challenge me on what I say. I'm not taking it personal. And thank all of us, man, because we all here. God saved me to tell my story, and now I'm telling it.
Yeah,
now it's going wild. Everybody want to talk to Coca Rock now. Now you want Coca Rock now.
Big up, big up.
But thank you for my team, Jack, Desiree, my man Lucky Blank. You know, because now I got my feet on straight. And it's a good thing. Thank you, Caz. Thank you, sir. Always, man.
Listen, I just came from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction this past weekend, and one of the people whose footsteps that we all walk in, but you kind of right behind him, Mr. Gil Scott Heron, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And when you think about rap and MCing the way it is today and where we took it to, that's like an extension of where Coke was as the first MC. Okay, he's the first cat talking next to a DJ, you know what I mean, and going back and forth. But his style was more of a Last Poets kind of Gil Scott Heron kind of groove. So the fact that he was just inducted and I'm sitting here with you, these are the links that eventually led to rap music that as we know today. So yo, big up. Big up. Okay, to the father MC, Coca Rock. Alright? Now we want to talk to the father of hip hop. Okay? You said you number 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we want to holler at
yes,
number
sir.
1.
Number 2.
Right quick. Man, you know, a lot of people, I've done numerous interviews over the years. I've become somewhat of a spokesman for the culture, not because I know everything, but because I got some ability to, you know, articulate that culture to other people.
Of course.
And it's never about me. Hip hop is way bigger than I am, and before I was anybody in hip hop, y'all were the heroes. Y'all were the people. And you see people do that on award shows all the time. Like, yeah, before I was like, I'm still not really. You know, I'm still out there grinding. I'm still out doing my thing and continuing the tradition that, you know, the path that y'all laid.
And again, I have to thank y'all, man, because we all won, man. You know, but once again, too, it's so much larceny and all that with the game. So I'm a heart seeker. If I don't feel your heart, I ain't got nothing to do with you. That's the bottom line. And it will always be that way. I was always a man of my own, never stepping. I talk it, man. That's the bottom line.
There it is. Yo, real quick before I let you go, just drop a little some of that slick Coca Rock.
Once again, let me introduce myself. I'm Coca Rock. I'm the first G Money man. I kept a deal better any type of weather, cold or hot, rain or not. Born in an orphan, fought like a slave, fucking and fighting is all Coca Rock play. Because if a freak dropping the champagne is flowing, the freaks will be going. Hotel, motel, you don't tell, we don't tell. That's for the Grandmaster Caz, the one that don't. And I wasn't no pimp. I didn't believe that. I got sisters.
Coca Rock, baby.
Yes. Thank you, ladies. They're gonna fall.
There's number 1. There's number 1.
See, ready.
Stand up and salute.
Salute the general.
Stand up and salute.
Salute the general.
Okay.
I'll step out. Salute the general.
Everybody rock the bells out but me. Everybody rock the bells out but me.
You Grandmaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with the reason why we have a hip hop culture today. This is the father of hip hop, the recognized father of hip hop by people who are hip hop. Okay, Kool Herc, ladies and gentlemen.
Grandmaster.
All right,
You all around. You all around.
oh man,
I could tell you, Hank was the government soul. Hank had the big mouth.
facts.
You know it. But this was on the head. I gotta get on fast. They ain't the rhymes. And dirty. I thought that.
Okay, we let's not go follow that box skipping across the street.
But you, they skipped this up, took it around buckets. Whoop! I think that's Caz.
Facts. What the father is referring to is, Big Bang Hank used to live up the block too.
He used to run.
You know what I mean? And,
He used to run track. I bust his ass running one time with him.
really?
Yeah! Bust his ass. He could run. I thought he could run. But I bust his ass.
That's what's up.
And when you came down, man, I was like, what? You were the pizza shop? And then I found that they owe you.
Facts. But we all owe you.
Yeah,
We
man.
all owe you. And I started out as a DJ. Dancing first, b-boy breaking. Down on Centric Avenue, down by the firehouse.
Yeah.
That's where the Casanova crew was at. The b-boy Casanova crew, not
Yeah.
Flash's Casanova crew. And that's where I got my name, Casanova Fly. But when you used to play at the Hebelo, all right, and I tell people all the time, I never claimed to have been here at 1520. Back in '73, I was 13.
I would tell you.
I know you would tell me if I sat here and said that I was there, you would be like, nigga, stop lying. But a while later, that's the cool joint. All right. A while later, I did sneak into the Hebelo.
Yeah, I get that.
I did sneak into the Hebelo.
And before I leave, before I get Marina, she was at a place called before the Evilo, called, we used to be called the Soulsville.
Soulville?
Called Soulsville.
Soulsville.
Rita found out Rita was there. So it was city. And that's how Evilo became the Parkside Plaza, where Bob Evilo was his owner. They merged together. You watch them build up Biggie D right there. And Heap of Compo. Wow, she know that. That's all the Spanish was there. Because I was reading Marina with a story. It was there. Maria told me about it.
And she's from the Boogie Down Bronx, one of the members of the Bronx Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Here in the Bronx. So, I mean, hip hop is celebrated and is now the biggest music genre in the world, Herc. I mean, there's no bigger music. There's no bigger selling music. There's no bigger celebrated. There's no bigger copied music in the world. And when you trace the lineage of that music back to the biggest hip hop star in the world, trace it back to its beginnings, and it ends up right here,
Right?
in your lap. How you feel about that?
I was like, how Chris and Big Daddy behave, because I've been touching them. How did he get that?
Oh, the verses, KRS and Big Daddy Kane?
The Barclays.
At the Barclay, yeah.
I wasn't trying. I'm a rapper. I'm just coming to enjoy the fruits and labor. That's all I was coming to do. I wasn't mentioned. I was down.
Well, that's a rare occasion when you're not mentioned as far as hip hop is
First
concerned.
of all, that the B-boys in there.
Uh-huh.
and he had Fable. Fable? And the legs, I gave you a Fable. I gave the name. All that. Everybody.
The name, the term, B-boy, comes from this man right here. Okay?
Right.
Not breakdancer, B-boy. Comes from this man right here.
So, be watching this thing on TV. I gotta say, I watch Kevin. I know Kevin. They was talking about me.
Colin Kaepernick.
See,
Talking about Kool Herc.
that was it. I shut up. I feel good. Cause they increased it on us. I feel good. And then Up was watching me. You know. Not at the Apollo. I picked this kid. I know this kid by 40 or 50 years old. I picked him up. And the wife told me, I was watching you. I said, who? So, Rock the Bell, later years, come Rock the Bell. Okay. And also, he got picked up by Rock and Kool Hall of Fame.
Yes. We just was there this weekend. He was inducted.
And also Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm. And Gil Scott-Heron.
But a person said, Herc, you just need a special show. I guess so, because I gave everybody their life.
Yes, you did.
So don't I have the rapper. I'm not. DJ, don't put me there. And what's his name? Nelson George.
Nelson.
I got to mention him. And Bob Ford.
Okay.
Gave my first write-up. In the Billboard. My first write-up gave me.
Right, I remember that. That was huge.
Gave me Billboard. My first write-up. And my first other write-up was Bill Tatum. With Nelson George came to talk to, gave my first write-up.
And the Jeff Chang book, you did the forward for that.
That too. But I was happy with, what? If I saw me, it's crazy.
Well, listen, you started all this, and anytime Jay-Z gets inducted into a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or LL Cool J, or any of the hip hop artists, from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five to Run DMC, all these guys. They have you to thank.
We give them a life.
They have things. They have you to thank. You know what I mean?
Walk this way. We just cut the records, right? We just cut the records. Walk. Aerosmith, he gave me. I am mad. I'm not mad. But please stop that. I was there. I saw it. You see, I lived it. They put this was locked up. My mom, God was so she was supposed to speak.
Yeah.
That was a DJ booth. That was a DJ booth. And we had bathrooms. That's our room.
Kitchen.
B-boy, A1, Mark Waters. Oh,
Yeah.
He funny. He had me down laughing. Colt Rock, you did your thing, you did your thing. But now it's the B-boy. And also a DJ. He said, player. And that was my cue going there. And my sister, she's the one. I sang all the records. She's the one says, she's the one, Cindy Campbell. And we rent this place, and we rented it, and my laws, she's the one. She says something phrase called me Black Hawk. I said, oh, the equipment downstairs, Mr. Honorable. All the equipment downstairs. call me Black Hawk Down.
So Herc,
Yes.
how'd you get the name Herc? I mean, it's kind of obvious to us, but
Alfred Smith.
Alfred E. Smith. I went to Smith for 2 months.
Uncle Rich was my DJ, and super cool. I gave him his life. But what's his name? What's his name? Phase 2.
Phase.
And Lionel 1 through 3, and also there's one thing. When you start to smell names, you're gonna leave you sliding left.
It's all good.
So I left. I saw what those people right there started to call the S Bundle, the X down the X the Vandals. I said, my father knew that shit.
For those of you who don't know, the X-Vandals was like one of the early graffiti crews, okay, over on this side.
Clyde 1, 2, 3, 3. Clyde couldn't my name. It was Clyde. Just that I was from the boat. And Coast. Clyde, you eat that fish head? She told everybody. Everybody. All right.
So how did we get to Herc?
Oh, my father. I'm gonna tell you. Alfred Smith. Alfred Smith. He was that kind of one. Right there, looking there. Playing basketball. I tried to go to the football, but they wasn't happening now. I was forget that. I was involved. Guys called me Hercules. I said, yo, because he sounds playing. I was so I called me Hercules. I said, yo, that's strong. So I asked Clyde was they close. They came close to they came close to West Reed.
Ah, right. Clyde Frazier.
Right. So I said, well, call me Clyde. They couldn't go Clyde.
Couldn't get Clive out correct, so Clyde.
Then later come on, Clyde Davis. Equal. So I said Clyde, yeah. They did that right. So they came right. And then they called me. I said, call me. No. There's Hercules and the Centaur. They have Hercules. Call me Herc. That's all right, Herc. All right. So I cut the name off. I cut the number off. CK and Clyde, and it's cool. I cut that off. Me, Uncle Richards, and I'm Third Avenue, no longer on Third Avenue. So I said, Clyde, call me Clyde. Father started calling me Herc. When he called me Herc, that was it.
That was it. That's okay.
That was
This is
it.
etched in stone now. All right. Papa called me Herc.
Papa called me Herc. Said, I need the boy, I need Nas, but his father named John Seal. I said, okay, Nas. I need the boy, Nas. That's it. So I know what a change it meant. That was a slang name. I went to get out of town to change the name. His name is Boski. Is the name, and they'll call you. Oh, his name is Curtis. That's Curtis. No, it's pretty simple.
Right.
That's how that came up. We changed.
My name is Curtis.
We changed.
I'm the first Curtis in hip hop, goddamn.
There you go. There you go.
And then Blow, and then Jackson.
Okay. There you go. If you come to the game If you come to the game and you change your name up, it's cool. But if you come in, stay with it. We ain't change it. We ain't change what we do. Well, we know we're on both ski, right? We didn't rat you out.
Right.
We didn't rat you out. So that's how they know to hurt you. They call you Clyde. They ain't come to hurt
Call you by your government. I mean, you never liked that. I mean, back when they first started doing documentaries and people started speaking up instead of them coming to you asking other people shit, and then somebody just bringing up, yeah, well, Clive Campbell, like, what's up, Bonga Clive? We ain't do that. We didn't used to do that.
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean? Yo. This is the age of information now, so everybody want to know what does that mean, where does it come from, where this and that. But back then, Herc was like, well, what's up, Bonga Clyde? He called out my name.
So this Sweden. It started to snow. I'm laughing. Fun.
It's all good.
Fun. And then Coke come and say, only if you knew. Only if you knew. Oh, this is good. No, this is master, it's right. I said, only if you knew. And if you like the fish head and all that stuff, and only if you know who smoked weed, maybe.
Me and Sha Rock was talking about the influence of Jamaican music culture on hip hop, and we kind of bumped heads a little bit. Because no, we shouldn't at all. But you know, everybody's entitled to their view.
Yeah.
And her view is more like, yeah, well, some things, you know, but yeah, if it's some things, then that means that it was influenced. You know what I mean? The man that we all refer to as the father of hip hop come from Jamaica. Okay, the
Barry and the Dragonaires. Barry and the Dragonaires. Baron Lee was a Jamaican. Number one. All my influence come from Jamaica. The Skylights. I never claimed it.
The equipment, the sound systems, the large bass speakers, the way your sound, I mean, divided. I mean, this is how sophisticated this dude was with the equipment, man. And I was talking to somebody the other day. Now, other people had equipment, okay? But it's not just enough for your equipment to be loud, because a lot of it was just loud and noisy. But her system, like each part of the sound ran on its own power. So the bass was one set, the mids, the horns was one set, and the tweeter boards, I will never forget the night at the PAL when you was like, check out the bass, and just turned down everything except the bass, and the bass themselves was like, boom, boom, and then he brought in the horns, check out the mids, and then the mids came in screaming. And then you turn off everything and said, now check out the highs. And it sound like Christmas in that motherfucker. I will never forget that. And I've never seen anybody rival that sound system. Maybe later on, you know, the cats who had grandparents and two mothers, mother and father, you know what I mean, went to college and all that. Maybe y'all had the big Serwin Vega systems and all that, with this and that. But as far as just a pure sound system that just came from...
I was trying to follow my father's stuff. My father loved him. He tell me, that's how I'm going. How he get I couldn't party? You know I'm coming. He just pick it up. He just pick it up. Have to get me? Don't worry, clap is coming. He just pick it up, put that down. I'm coming. I never know to cut it off, yes. But to come to get me, just pick up the needle, and I'm coming. And I went to The guys, El Marco, God rest his soul. George, with a record shop called Sounds and Things. And Ripper Cliff, we played in somewhere. And Cole was there, and we was rocking them. We was rocking them. Oh, they come check us, he's blowing up the spot. I never, when Cole changed his name, I different names and stuff. I was like, my father, he could become shit. So he rig up some shit in the car. Could drive, go to Battery Park, go to the right play lane. I just got the turn and everything. I said, I got you, Ricky. Skin tight. I just got skin tight.
Ohio players.
I got a hit. I got a hit. Oh, I got a hit. I left home. I said, God damn, boy. So the guy was look at the Clive coming on there with all them stuff. Car wrecks. But Coke was listening. So Coke said, shut up. Break your motherfucking face.
That sound like Coke.
Yeah, that sounds like
I didn't know. So my father heard. He said, Coke, I heard you. That was nasty. That's what it called. Coke. Nasty Coke.
Nasty Coke.
And then that was it. That was it.
Yo, speaking of records, I mean, you said you when you had that Skin Tight, that was just one of many a record that you introduced.
It just came out.
Oh,
It just came out.
I mean, now it's a classic, but we talking about like when it first came out, and it was like, oh shit, I got a gem.
Yeah.
Like back in those.